Hey everybody, welcome to a new episode on why you should invest in Magic the Gathering, why it's so cheap, and how it's so easy. The first episode pretty much covered example portfolios, success stories, strategies. In this episode, we're just going to cover the market and just what to look for on what Magic is going to come out with. Those are some small things. If you play the short run, those are some things you might want to keep a lookout for. But on the ultimate strategy is you're going to make money no matter what if you go for the long, and that is long-term investments in speaking. So a common website I normally use is magic.tcgplayer.com. And this sub link where it presents all the expansions that Magic has released. There's some really rare ones on here, but these cover a majority of the most common ones. So let's take the newest one, for example, Battle for Zendikar. Here you can see it has all the cards in the set, their type: rare, common, land, mythic, rare. Like I said, use uncommon. So common, uncommon, land, rare, mythic, rare. An easy way to see what's currently in demand is you can filter these. You can filter these by name, mana cost, but that's not really relevant. Set is not going to change because they're all in Zendikar. Rare type. The high, I typically never go for the high or the mid. Mid is on newer sets. Now on older sets, which I'll go over in a few minutes, these would be relevant. But on new sets, low is exactly what you want to go for. So if you click low, it's going to tell you what the market is currently in demand for. So currently Gideon is the highest card the market is looking to buy. Cool thing about this website is it has a graph chart, and you can see where each sale was made. The low, which is the one we want to pay attention to, the red line, and the others, blue and green, medium, and high. So there's two different types of these newer cards. We got normal and foil. Normal is currently selling for $31.99 plus shipping. Now my shipping is based in US, but they do international shipping. So if you do that, it is going to increase the price. So I'm currently in Southeast Asia. So right now, other than just trading forums, there's not really any website like this. So international shipping is going to be very expensive. Now if you're in Europe or another nation where they do have a website that can do low shipping, then you may want to use this. But this is just a general understanding of what the market is currently in demand for. Now there are other websites, but I just personally like this one because it's easy. There's lots of features. You can communicate with people. You can find cards really easy. And if you want to sell cards, it's really easy to sell, just as easy it is to buy. So when you're looking at these, you see somebody selling a light played Gideon for $33, but we can get a near mint for almost $32. So if you're going to buy singles, don't pay more for a light played. You want the near mint. What's happening right here is vendors are being competitive, so prices has changed. Yesterday this card was worth $33. So this listing right here is probably older than 24 hours. So by the time you come here, it's going to be up to date. This is kept up to date very regularly. If there is any lag going on, then you'll immediately notice with navigation in the website. If you want to filter out languages, you can also do that. You can change your shipping country. You can change the condition. So if you do not want to pay this much for the card, you could probably get a cheaper card. So let's look for a moderately played. Yeah, see, these are old. Those are old. Damage is so new, there's not going to be any damage. So since this card is so new, then this is what we're going to get. Near mint. I mean, set's not even a month old, and it's probably a month old now, and it's already, I mean, near mint is what you're going to get. But you can filter out by foil and normal. Foil is going to be costing you a little bit more just because of the rarity, and that's it. So when you're looking to buy singles, this is a good website to use. Now we go to an older set. Now keep in mind, I'll cover the specifics of the market in another video, because that is going to be a long conversation. I want to try to keep this as short as possible. I'll just show you something real quick. Let's go to Zendikar. No. Let's go to Urza Saga. So the same thing, it's going to default to lowest, it's alphabetical order. But you want to see what's hot. What is the most valued cards? Currently this guy is Cradle. So say you're putting together a modern deck and you want this card and you have the money for it. But you feel that you can get a better price than 135. Okay, you can do that. That 135 is going to be kind of the average. Now I'll take that back. These latest prices right here are what was sold recently. So yes, you can get this card cheaper than $135.99, but you're going to have to settle for a heavily played, moderately played, and that's it. That's what you're going to have to settle for. Now, I mentioned earlier that the blue and greens lines, your median and your high, is going to matter more on your older sets. That's because this is typically what your light play to near mint is going to look like. So let's show you what a near mint one of these is going to cost you. $149. If you look at the median, see it's a little bit more in range of $150. But these high, where it says $400, I think what's going on there is people are buying more than one card. They're buying like maybe 3 or 4 cards at once. I haven't fully understood this since I've been using this for almost 2 years, but that is the main assumption that I've come up with. There is kind of like a beta price guide. It works okay, but you'll learn to trust your instinct on these prices. So when you're going to your shops, if you're looking to buy singles, keep up with what the current demand of these prices are. If you can get a near mint one of these for $130, you should probably get it and then sell it fast. But if you're gonna pay $145 for it, $5 profit is not really much if you're spending $140 plus on something. If you're gonna spend $2, make $5 profit, yeah, that's great. But you don't want to spend a whole ton of money just to make a fraction of what the card cost. So we'll go back to the full list. Come on. There we go. So get to know these cards. It's very helpful, especially if you have a favorite set on here, or what's going to be very popular. These sets right here have started to rise recently because of the changes in the new sets. So the majority of these cards in here weren't worth very much, but now their price has increased a lot. Now another website I want to explain is the expansions Magic the Gathering is going to come out with. Now this website shows you all the sets that has came out in the past and what is going to come out in the future. Now when I say future, I mean like a long time from now. I'm talking about this is planned like years from now. So from base to core editions, this is what you get. I mean, all the way from alpha to current. It's not going to tell you much here. However, the expansion sets is where the fun stuff begins. We're going down the list and we can see all the expansions that we just seen on Magic TC, right? But if we keep going here, look, there's Battle for Zendikar, right? But look what's next. You have the next expansion. And it's going to tell you when the date comes out and how many cards are going to be in the set. And this goes far. This goes really far. This goes all the way to almost 2020. Now they have not been revealed yet, but they only code them as keywords. So the key to this part is kind of keep up with when the next set is going to come out. Because when the next set comes out in standard, one set is going to be left behind. I think Theros is about to leave standard in tournament. So prices are going to go once an expansion leaves a set, prices go kind of crazy. It is a good opportunity to sell some cards that are worth a lot and buy some cards that are very low. Of course, the profit potential is there, but it becomes a little bit more risky. What I suggest is buying cards that are really low. I mean, I'll give you an example. Let me find. I can't remember the name of that land, but it just went crazy priced. Not this one. Not this one. I think it's this one. Yeah, I think it's this one. Yeah, this is it. Okay. Come on. It's almost 7:30. Bandwidth probably capped. You gotta love. Oh, just refresh. Come on. Bandwidth gets capped at a certain time of day. You can thank the local internet for that. Okay, now, as you can see, a long time ago, almost a year ago, April 2014, April 2013, this card was worth $4. Look what it does. Add blue to your mana pool. Tap. Add a blue, tap. Untap target legendary permanent. I mean, all I can think about just that card alone, with it being a land and those two abilities, that is amazing. Why should this card not be worth a lot? Why? It's got so much power. I don't know if it's banned or whatever, but just the skill alone is really powerful. Now, you can see the trend. It's worth $4, and now it's worth current. You can probably get it for near mint $21. So as a set leaves the cycle of standard, keep a good lookout for good cards. If you can buy them cheap, if you can spend 50 cents, $1 on a card, buy a bunch of them. Buy like 4 or 5 of them and just set them aside. A year and a half, 2 years later, those cards could be worth $20. That is a really huge profit. So this is just an example on this video. Next time we will discuss the community. The community gets scary. They can make or break you if you let people troll you. And that's where the trolls come from. Trolling the stock markets. But we'll talk about that next episode. Thank you everybody for watching. I hope this has really helped you understand. Magic. And I'll have another video coming out for you soon. Take care. Thanks again.